Let's now make a final video where I will show you some extra tactical patterns that don't really follow into groups. So like when we saw different ways of dealing with defenders or different types of double attacks, here we will just show some random types of themes that you can add to your weaponry. Of course, it's not an all-encompassing list. You will find many different types of tactics and we would classify them in many different ways. But I just want you to practice these and start noticing them in your games and have some weapons, some resources to use and to beat your opponents with them. Okay, of course, that doesn't mean the course is over, because the real part of this course is the exercises that I hope you're doing and you will continue doing. I will link literature studies for these themes in the description as always. Anyway, let's start with the first one. Here is a trapped piece, and it's like a very basic tactic, even though sometimes it's not easy to spot. But it's basic in the sense that we just create an attack against a piece and the opponent cannot defend it. So it's the equivalent of checkmate, but instead of the king, we are attacking a different piece. So what piece can we trap here as white? We can play the move knight a4, attacking the queen, and if you stop to think about it, every square the queen could go, she would be captured. So here, captured, 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 here, 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 here. You can see that no matter where she goes, and she has plenty of options to go, but all those squares are attacked by some of our pieces. So the best option is to just trade it for a rook. Of course, this theme is common when we get our opponent doing an incursion into our territory with a lonely piece that isn't really well supported. Sometimes these types of issues can appear, especially with this queen entering the b2 square without a way out. Okay, so another theme that we've already explored is the backrank. So this is the simplest form. We can now checkmate here with a very easy rook c8 checkmate. I hope you are all aware of this and you will have noticed. But this isn't really how we will most often exploit the backrank. So it's not materializing the threat immediately, but rather using the threat of a backrank mate to gain some other advantage. For instance, here we use it in combination with a distraction of the defender to win a rook. So the queen is protecting the checkmate. So we take the rook with our queen, and now if our queen gets taken back, it's a backrank checkmate. So we've basically won a free rook because our queen cannot be taken back. Of course, in real games, like threatening backrank mate directly is quite obvious. Usually our opponent won't fall for it, if you want to say it that way, but we can use these types of threats as a way, an intermediate step towards a different goal. All right, and as a final one, I will now show you smothered mate, which is a, well, somewhat common, not the most common theme, but it's a particularly beautiful one, and I think you will enjoy it. So a smothered mate is a checkmate we give with a knight when our opponent's king has the king trapped around their own pieces. So for instance here, it's white to move and there's a mate in 4. So we start with check, king has to move, and now we give discovered check. And it's a double check, so the knight cannot be taken, the queen cannot be taken. Black has really no option but to come back to the corner, because if the king comes here, I let you tell me how white wins now. So let's say they go to the corner, and now we have a really beautiful move to win. It's important to notice that if we give another check, we are basically just repeating the position, so no progress is being made here. But now we are back at the position we were before. How do we actually win? Well, we win by blocking the way out. So we play queen d8 check. Only the rook can take our queen. And now it's mating one with a simple knight f7 checkmate, because the way out is now blocked. All right, so this has been it for the tactical themes that we will explore in the basic chess tactics course. But the work is now on you. Continue doing the exercises. There will be in the description Lichess studies for these themes, and there will be a final compendium of all the themes that we will also train with puzzles like this. I will leave that in the description of the conclusion video that is coming next, and will tell you the following steps. So where to take your chess from here, how can we continue. Other than that, I hope you have enjoyed the course, and see you soon.